Annabelle Comes Home is the 7th installment in the Conjuring universe, and this film was directed by Gary Duggerman, and this film has brief appearances from Patrick Warburton and Vera Farmiga. They both play the Warrens. Patrick Warburton and Vera Farmiga didn't have a huge role in this movie, and their only role in this movie was to leave their daughter at their house while they happened to go out for some kind of mission. The main star of this movie is McKenna Grace. She plays the Warren's daughter in this movie. So Annabelle Comes Home revolves around the daughter who's being babysitted by 2 babysitters, and one of the babysitters happens to go downstairs inside the haunted treasure room that's located in the basement, and she inadvertently releases the Annabelle doll. And we have the movie Annabelle Comes Home. To be honest, I'm no professional when it comes to reviewing these movies. I just happen to know what I see and happen to break it down in a format that is presentable as if I was a professional. I understood what the film was trying to go for. I understood what the film was trying to do. It doesn't necessarily mean I had to accept what the movie is going for. But I don't want to go into the film and project my expectations. I want to judge the film based off its merits. But as a fan of the Conjuring universe, which started out with 2 great movies, Conjuring 1 and Conjuring 2. And then we had Annabelle Creation, which was a good movie directed by David F. Sandberg. If I got greatness in the first 2 movies, I want to continue to see greatness for later films. And for the past 3 movies, which was The Nun, La Llorona, and this film, I didn't get that. Now, before I go deeper into the movie, I want to say that the performances was pretty good. McKenna Grace, she played the daughter of the Warrens. The performances worked. McKenna Grace, she played the daughter of the Warrens. She was the smartest character in the whole entire movie, of course. She had this almost the same psychic abilities as Vera Farmiga's character, Lorraine Warren. I mean, she was the ultimate character you will support because she's the daughter of the Warrens. Of course you would support her. So the character development revolving around her character is not really important for this film. But one of the flaws in this movie is the lack of character development, because you need character development if you're introducing new characters for an established universe. Now, the film didn't really establish character development because it was trying to entertain its audience with jump scares, which I'll get in a second. For one bit, I didn't really feel for none of the new characters. I didn't really feel for the main character, McKenna Grace's character, but I cared for her more than the other characters because I knew she was the daughter of the Warrens. And another thing I didn't like about this movie was its style. This movie felt like more like a haunted house. Like you walk inside a real haunted house, and every single room you walk in, someone scares you. Someone pops out of nowhere, jump scare after jump scare. That's the type of jump scares that will annoy you, where you can time out the jump scares and know perfectly when the jump scare is going to happen. I had that experience going to this movie. Every character in this movie had to go through a jump scare sequence. Every time a character walks in a room, there is no sound. Character looks behind him. Character hears noise, looks in front, looks behind him, turns around. The character is behind him. Very next scene, character walks in the room. No sound. Character turns around. Hears sound. Monster right behind him. Character walks in the room. No sound. Character turns around. Hear a sound. Monster right behind him. Very next scene. Character walks in the room. No sound. Hears a noise. Turns around. Turns back around. Monster right behind. See, that style was annoying because they kept using the same style over and over and over and over again. It is really hard to please the audience. It's almost equivalent to sex. You need to please your woman if you want to keep her. You can't just use the same style. You gotta switch it up. You can't use the same style when it comes to your woman. You gotta switch it up. Like, seriously, if you use the same style, what will happen? The audience will just get bored. This movie had this using the same style when it came to the jump scare sequences. It used the same style when it came to the horror elements of the movie. And I'm just like, why? What are you doing? In the movie theater, the audience was enjoying this movie. Like, almost every jump scare sequence, which is beyond me. My expectation for the other films should be at least on that level, if not close. Annabelle Creation was closer to that level. But all these other films feel like they're below average. And then I feel like this movie is one of the worst ones. Also, there's these 3 spirits that is linked to the Annabelle doll that haunts the house. And these are essentially new entities. They're like new people, new beings that were never introduced or never even referenced. They just were added in for potential spin-offs, I feel like. And I'm just like, that was like a missed opportunity. At least introduce some old characters we've seen in the other films, like Lona Rona, the Nun, or the Crooked Man, or something like that. In the other aspect of this movie, why was this movie rated R? Nobody dropped F-bombs. There wasn't any intense gory scene, and there wasn't a lot of blood. There's like maybe 1 scene of blood, and for that my channel is going to give Annabelle a Valkyrie Batman. This is a forgettable movie. Alright guys, have you seen Annabelle Comes Home? What are your thoughts about it? Comment below and let's talk about it. And what is your favorite movie within the Conjuring universe? My favorite movie is Conjuring 2 within the Conjuring universe. So let's talk about it, and I'll see you guys very soon. And if you like everything you see and you agree, subscribe to my channel and join me in the Batman family. I will have more Batman-tastic reviews in the way. You have been warned. Till then, ciao.